The great American author F. Scott Fitzgerald was a master at using emotion to draw his readers into his stories, as is evidenced in such novels as The Great Gatsby and The Side of Paradise. But what advice does Fitzgerald offer fledgling writers who are trying to deploy this skill in their own writing? Let's find out. Welcome to Get Writing. I'm Dr. Stavros Halvatsis. Evoking strong emotion is the key to reader and audience engagement. Strong emotions draw us into the intimate situation of our characters, allowing us to experience their lives as our own. But this ability demands maturity and experience on the part of the writer. Maturity so we can recognize and extract relevant experience from our own lives. And secondly, so we are able to distill and use the emotions generated by this experience as a technical dramatic device to drive our stories. Maturity, therefore, involves a high level of emotional self-awareness and the ability to deploy dramatic skills. But what if the fledgling writer isn't quite there yet? Fitzgerald offered this bit of advice in response to a short story sent to him by Francis Turnbull, a Radcliffe College student and family friend. Fitzgerald wrote, "I'm afraid the price for doing professional work is a good deal higher than you are prepared to pay at the moment. You've got to sell your heart, your strongest reactions, not the little minor things that only touch you lightly. It was necessary for Dickens to put into Oliver Twist the child's passionate resentment at being abused and starved that had haunted his whole childhood. Ernest Hemingway's first stories in our time went right down to the bottom of all he had ever felt and known. In The Side of Paradise, I wrote about a love affair that was still bleeding as fresh as the skin wound on a hemophile." What Fitzgerald was communicating to Turnbull is that as a new writer, Turnbull had a better chance of engaging his readers if he related a story that contained heightened emotions based on his personal experience. Characters and events can be adjusted to suit, but emotions should be drawn from the writer's own strong, lived experience and be of a sufficient strength to carry the story. Fitzgerald believed this to be the price of admission every new writer has to pay. He continued, "The amateur, seeing how the professional, having learned all he'll ever learn about writing, can take a trivial thing such as the most superficial reaction of three uncharacterized girls and make it witty and charming. The amateur thinks he can do the same. Not so, Fitzgerald insists. The smaller, the more second-hand the emotions are, the more maturity and experience is needed to have them drive a story. His advice, then, is for us to use powerful emotions that spring from personal experience to grow our characters and plot, especially when first starting out. To sum it all up then, gather the big, wrenching emotions that have left their mark on you and pour them into your characters and stories. Leave the smaller, less impactful emotions for the time when your skills are at a high enough level to do them justice." Well, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like, subscribe, and notification bell, and leave a comment to share your thoughts and to help the channel grow. See you soon.